Do those bad guys notice me yet? Hey everyone, this is Rabbitearsblog and welcome to my in-theater movie review series. So today's movie I'll be reviewing today is the new HBO Max film, Kimi. And before I get into my thoughts about this film, here are a few words from the channel. Alright everybody, it's time to get on the social media train. Want to chat with me in 100 words or less? Then check out my Twitter account. Want to talk about movies, TV shows, and video games within the group? Then check out my Facebook account. Want to check out some of my ultra cool fan art? Then check out my DeviantArt page. Want to get the lowdown on everything that's happening on this channel? Then check all of the above. And now, we return to our regularly scheduled program. So before I get into the review of this movie, I just wanted to let you guys know that this channel is close to hitting 600 subscribers. We got 50 more subscribers to go until we hit 600. So if you want to hear me ramble on about movies, TV shows, and video games, please feel free to hit that subscribe button down below and help us reach the goal of 600 subscribers for this channel. And now let's get back to the video. So Kimi stars Zoe Kravitz and is about a woman named Angela who is agoraphobic. And because of the situation with COVID-19, she refuses to go outside to meet up with anybody, even with her boyfriend. And Angela also works as fixing up data in her data stream, so she pretty much spends most of her time inside her apartment. One day, however, Angela notices that there was a disturbing call during one of her data streams, and she realizes that somebody's in trouble and is being abused, and so she tried to report this issue to the bureaucracy, but everybody that she tries to tell this news to had turned her down, and so Angela decides to go outside and try to find the FBI so she can report this case. But unfortunately, it turns out that somebody is following Angela and is trying to prevent her from reporting the case. So what are my thoughts about this movie? I really enjoyed this movie. Like the moment I saw Zoe Kravitz with blue hair and the fact that this seems like a thriller film, of course I was interested in checking this film out, and I did enjoy this film. So one of the things I really enjoyed about this film was Zoe Kravitz's performance. I like the way that Zoe Kravitz portrayed Angela as being an agoraphobic character who's very afraid of going outside, and yet when she notices a disturbing call in her data streams, she immediately tries to go out and get help despite the fact that she has a terrible fear of going outside. And I do like that aspect of Angela's character, as despite her agoraphobia, she's still willing to go outside just to save another person's life, and it shows just how courageous Angela is as a character. And I think that Zoe Kravitz is able to bring that courageousness and that meekness to Angela's character so well. I also like the fact that Angela has blue hair throughout this movie, as it makes her really stand out from the other characters, and it just makes her into a really unique character for this film. Another thing I really liked about this film was the cinematography itself. I really like the scenes where Angela is running away from the mysterious men who are after her, and there's a sequence where she's running through the hallways and the camera angle is moving such a disorientating way that you actually feel a lot of uneasiness with the scene, and you actually feel a lot of anxiety that Angela feels throughout the scene. And that's how I felt about the sequences where Angela's going outside and doing the hallway sequence where the camera's kind of like shaking uncontrollably, as it shows the anxiety that Angela has during those scenes. And I really like how the cinematography is able to convey Angela's anxiety when going outside for the first time. And then another thing I really liked about this film was the music itself. I thought that the music in this film was very unique. Like when you usually watch a lot of films that are in the thriller genre, you usually have like fast-paced music that's either techno or rock music, but with this movie it's a much more orchestral soundtrack that has a French horn playing throughout the soundtrack, and it actually makes the mood of this movie much more terrifying because of that. Like the fact that this is a thriller movie, but it doesn't have like your techno music or your rock music. It actually has like a sort of somber French horn being played throughout the soundtrack, which makes it even more creepier. Now, my biggest issue with this movie is that the beginning was very slow. Like the action doesn't really pick up until the second act of the film, so I was a bit bored with the first half of the film. Even though the first half of the film was trying to develop Angela as a character, I was like thinking to myself, I wish there was a bit more action in the beginning so I could get more vested with the beginning of this film. But thankfully the action does pick up in the second half of the film, but it was just a bit of a chore to get through the first act of the film. Another issue that I have with this film, and this is a very minor issue, is that I wish that Angela's boyfriend had a bit more development. Like, it just felt like he was just there because he's Angela's boyfriend and there was not much to his character. So I wish that they developed the boyfriend a bit more in this movie. But overall, I'm going to give Kimi a watch it. Even though the beginning of this movie was very slow and I wish there was a bit more development with Angela's boyfriend, I really did enjoy this movie. I really loved the cinematography with this movie, especially doing the hallway scenes, and I thought that Zoe Kravitz's performance was very well done, and I really liked the music throughout this movie as it's very unique from any other thriller film that I've seen. So if you're looking for a pretty interesting movie that stars Zoe Kravitz, I would definitely recommend this movie. So that's my review on Kimi, and tell me in the comments down below, have you seen Kimi? And if you have, did you like the movie? Did you hate the movie? And if you wanted to dye your hair, what color would you like to dye your hair in? Personally, I would love to dye my hair red, even though blue is my favorite color. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Rabbitearsblog, and I'll see you guys later.